Hello, Suzanne with Donna Visions Hypnosis here to ask mental health therapist a really serious question. Do you find yourself reinvigorating your own traumas through working with your patients? That would mean being triggered when they tell stories, being overly empathetic to them, as empaths can be, or in other ways, just giving so much of yourself to the situation that you are really harming yourself in the process of doing the therapy. I was watching a YouTube video yesterday from a gentleman who actually left the work of doing psychotherapy for this very reason. In fact, in his case, he developed stomach ulcers from holding on to all that pain. We need to understand that if we are in the position where we have to listen to our patients and clients' stories in order to help them through the healing process, we have to be in a state of mind where we understand the boundary between where they end and where we begin, never taking on their stories and their experiences as our own. Yes, people have gone through a lot of really sad situations. Some people have been through brutal situations. I have many stories from my own clients that could detail. And yet, their stories did not negatively affect me because those were their stories. And they needed me to be strong, to hold the space for them to heal, which could never have been done if it was breaking me apart because of the sadness or the terror that they went through. We have to understand that our memories are far from real, number one, because we can't remember everything that has happened. That's why if you sit down with a sibling who went to the same event you did, you're going to have two very different tellings of the same story of that event. Now, that's not to say that our clients necessarily make up stories, but it is to say that we need to understand the dynamics involved and have a proper perspective so that we can be the grounding device that they have to work through this stuff. I can honestly say the only time I ever cried in front of my clients was when they had amazing breakthroughs. The positive stuff. Tears of happiness. Likewise, when I had clients who could be very rude and in my face, they received it back to hold them accountable for their behavior. Because one cannot move on in life if one is being belligerent, especially with the person they employed to help them to stop those behaviors in the first place because of the problems they were causing in their lives. This work is not for everybody. Sometimes people will get into the profession because they want to help people and they realize that maybe they weren't made to do this work. You have to be strong emotionally, and you have to have a strong constitution, and you have to understand that you can only help to the degree that people are willing to actually pay attention to what's going on in the session and do what they need to do to heal. That doesn't mean that we can't be kind. It doesn't mean that we can't be sensitive. And we most certainly do need to validate their feelings, but that does not include getting literally sick over the situations our patients and clients bring to us to help them heal from. If you are a person who finds themselves getting overly involved emotionally in their patient and clients' stories and situations, you have to deal with this situation. You need to deal with your own issues. You need to understand how to create healthier boundaries if you're going to continue doing therapy with patients so you don't get ill. There's another person who has spoken about leaving the profession of giving therapy because they were getting really anxious and depressed. Again, because of the stories that they had to hear all day, every day. It's a pretty common thing, actually. So I invite you to talk to me about the breakthrough sessions that I do to help people to let go of all of their own traumas and whatever the issues are that they have that are creating this over empathy and help to create healthy boundaries. And even if you choose to leave therapy, you still need to clear this stuff so that you can have mutually respectful relationships with others in your life. So that you can take your stands when you need to. So you know how to be heard. Because there is a way to talk to people to be heard instead of being ignored or walked all over. Really, really important things to learn. As well as those who are overly controlling and they don't really understand why. And that has everything to do with trust issues. So if you're interested in learning more about the breakthrough sessions that I offer, I will leave my contact information in the description box below so that you can contact me and we can arrange a video meeting to see if that's something that you would like to pursue for your own mental and physical health and well-being. Because until we get our own house in order, it's really difficult to help other people get theirs in order. Just reality, folks. Well, that's all I have for you for this time. As always, I thank you for spending your time with me. Till next time. Bye-bye all.